Hello and welcome back to another episode of Real with Ryan. In today's video, we are going to test and review the Nuobell adjustable dumbbells offered by SMRTFT. In this review of the Nuobell dumbbells, we're going to talk about the form, the function, the weight, the cradle, the price, as well as any other notes, quirks, or thoughts that I have on these dumbbells after using them for about 2 to 3 months. Let me start off with talking about the form of these dumbbells. I absolutely love the form of the Nuobell adjustable dumbbells. I did get the 80-pound variation in the ash color, and I love the styling of these dumbbells. I think they look really great in the garage. If you're someone that wants something that's aesthetic, I think these are gonna be a decent choice. One of the biggest values I think for the Nuobell dumbbells is going to be that form factor. They are a cageless design and they feel very much like a fixed dumbbell that you would find in many commercial gyms that lots of people are used to. The fact that there's such a high range of adjustability and weight for these dumbbells, and the form is going to match and feel similar to fixed dumbbells that most people are used to, is one of the leading driving factors in this dumbbell for my opinion, and one of the reasons why I chose this dumbbell over others on the market. With its form, one of the other main driving factors is how compact this dumbbell is. It really is a small and compact unit for the amount of weight that it holds. When I was searching for various different types of adjustable dumbbells, one of the biggest things that I was looking for was a dumbbell that felt like the fixed dumbbells that I was used to, and one that was compact, storable, and if I'm adding a lot of weight, it doesn't add a ton of size or volume to the dumbbell. The handle measures about 4 inches long, which I find to be plenty for my preferences and my grip size. It also means that for this compactness, that most of the lifts that I'm gonna be doing with these dumbbells are unhindered by the shape, and being able to do every single dumbbell movement that I want to is one of the reasons why I chose these dumbbells personally. Another key factor for these dumbbells is going to be the easy weight adjustments on the handle. You're never going to be left guessing as to what weight you're picking up. For others on the market, there might be some that you have to make a few calculations to understand what weight you're going to be lifting, but the adjustment and the visibility on these dumbbells is excellent. You never are guessing as to what weight you're going to be lifting. Another great feature for the form of these dumbbells is going to be the knurling. These do have knurled handles, and I do find the knurling to be really nice. It's not going to be the most aggressive knurling out there, but it is a nice diamond pattern knurling that will suit your needs for most lifts. I definitely appreciate the fact that these are knurled handles. The last big benefit I'll mention about the form of these dumbbells is going to be the flat ends, which was really important for me since I do a lot of different movements where I'm going to be resting the dumbbells on my legs between sets. The flat ends make it perfect for resting dumbbells so I can get up into a dumbbell bench press or incline bench press, etc. Now, there is one component of the form in these dumbbells that I do think could be improved, and that is that there are plastic components here. Where the metal plates are joined together, there's going to be these plastic components that slide together, and around the handle and the weight adjuster unit, there also is a plastic housing. This plastic certainly doesn't feel cheap, but whenever you're paying such a premium price for such a high quality dumbbell, it is important to note that there are plastic components which do feel a little bit more fragile than if everything were made out of steel or metal. Another downside to these dumbbells is going to be the cradle. For such a premium and high dollar adjustable dumbbell, I was just frankly unimpressed with the cradles for these dumbbells. They definitely have plastic components and just feel a little bit cheap compared to the quality of the dumbbells themselves. When it's all said and done, the cradle does work. They don't give me any issues, but I do wish for the price that I paid that the cradle would just be nicer, and I would even consider paying a little bit more if there was an option for a premium, more sturdy cradle. Let me move on to the next category I wanted to talk about with these dumbbells, and that is the weight. Now they offer these dumbbells in two sizes, one going up to 50 pounds and one going up to 80 pounds, which is the one I purchased. The starting weight is going to be 5 pounds, and then there are going to be 5-pound increments all the way up to 50 or 80 respectively. Compared to some of the other dumbbells on the market, I found that these weights and weight increments are really right in the sweet spot for most people, myself included. I did really appreciate how the starting in was 5 pounds, in that I can use these dumbbells for some of my smaller accessory movements and then go all the way up to 80 pounds and have these dumbbells that can do some of my larger, more compound movements. Now with that said, there's definitely going to be people and powerlifters out there that are going to need more weight than 80 pounds. And if that's you, these might not be the best dumbbells because they do cap out at 80 and there isn't a current way to expand that weight capacity. But I would imagine for most people, myself included, 80 pounds is going to be a good amount of weight to grow into and utilize across the majority of your lifts. I also really love that the weight adjusts in clean increments of 5 pounds. This is just a really intuitive weight adjustment for me, and I find that I'm already thinking in terms of 5-pound increases on most of my lifts. So these dumbbells matching that 5-pound weight adjustment all the way from 5 pounds to 80 pounds really hits the nail on the head for me. I will say, when you are holding the dumbbells in the 5-pound, 10-pound, and 15-pound configurations, I find that they are going to be a little bit bigger than fixed dumbbells at that same weight. With that said, dumbbells of 5, 10, and 15 pounds aren't too expensive, so I might find that people could opt for fixed dumbbells at a smaller weight like 5, 10, or 15 pounds. Wanted to show you a quick comparison. Here is the Nuobell dumbbell at 35 pounds compared to a fixed 35-pound dumbbell that I have. And then here's the difference between the 10-pound size increment. So you can see quite a difference in diameter, but the lengths are going to be pretty comparable even in the 10-pound size. So definitely usable, but they're definitely bigger than fixed dumbbell counterparts. I do feel like there could be a version of these dumbbells that might be a Nuobell XL or Extreme that replaces some of the plastic componentry for all iron or all steel. And instead of starting at a 5 or 10-pound increment, starts at a little bit of a higher weight and then goes to a higher max weight with a little more solid componentry. Now let me get to some of the other various notes and thoughts I have around the Nuobell adjustable dumbbells. First and foremost is that these are very compact and just a joy to use. While these are expensive and they are premium, the fact that they just look great, they feel great, and they just seem really nice means that every time I have the opportunity to come out and lift with these, it's always a pleasant experience, and I look forward to each of my next lifts because I know I have such nice dumbbells to use. I will say, when you are using these dumbbells, there is a little bit of rattle between the plates. It's not a lot and it's not annoying, but there's going to be just a little bit of clanking of the plates as they rattle together. And then around the handle where there is some plastic componentry, there is just a little bit of creaking or squeaking plastic. And you can hear a little bit of squeaking, just a touch of rattling. These dumbbells aren't completely silent, but they are very solid. There's not much rattle and there's not much sound, but you are going to hear a little bit of that. Another note, the usability and the ability to change weight for these dumbbells is exceptional. It is so easy and also so satisfying to change the weights, and it makes it very easy to do things like drop sets. You can simply just drop your weight in there, click the handle. It's a very satisfying and crisp click, and then you know you'll be ready to go with your next lift. The ease of changing the weights and the usability of these dumbbells is another one of those features that is just so premium and so well thought out. There is a little bit of a learning curve, and it does take a little bit of muscle memory to get the weight placement right. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're on the higher end of the weight scale, to get the dumbbells into the cradle perfectly. They also do have to fit very specifically or very perfectly in the cradle in order to make the weight adjustments. Sometimes you'll try to put them in and there could be a little bit of gap between the plates, and you'll find that they'll get jammed or you won't be able to make those weight changes. So something to call out is it could take a few times using these in order to get the muscle memory down of getting the dumbbells back into the cradle. Another thing to consider is that these, for being premium dumbbells, do feel a little bit fragile. I've been working out with these for about 2 to 3 months now, and I haven't had any issues, and they have been dropped lightly around my garage. But definitely when I was first using these dumbbells, I just felt really nervous about throwing them around, about dropping them. With some of the plastic components, as well as the thinness of the weight plates, I just felt that at any serious drop that they could crack or break. Now I have moved past that, and with some time and experience, I'm realizing that they are quite durable and they haven't given me any issues, but they don't have that hardy, unbreakable feeling that you might expect from a premium dumbbell. So keep in mind that they do look great, they feel great, but with that and the price tag, they do just feel perhaps a little more fragile than you might expect. With all of those notes and thoughts out of the way, let me talk about one of the most important things about these dumbbells, the price. These dumbbells are some of the most premium dumbbells on the market. Currently, they are listed on the SmartFit website for $765. That's going to be for the ash gray model, up to 80 pounds, and it includes shipping, so that does include most of the costs involved. There are a few different models based off of the colors that you want, and the ones that are 50 pounds are going to be a little more cost effective. But in general, you can be looking to pay anywhere between $700 and $800 for these dumbbells, which is a pretty penny. I have noticed over the last handful of months that there are revolving deals going on with these dumbbells, especially these standard colored ones. So you can find deals up to $200 or maybe even $300 off if you watch the market carefully for those deals that come up. Overall, I think the Nuobell dumbbells are fantastic dumbbells. For someone like myself, they check all the boxes that I'm looking for. They look great, they feel great, they're highly functional. I'm excited to work out with them every single day. They match the aesthetic of my garage gym. They have enough weight for me to grow into on the majority of my lifts, and the quick weight adjustment means that I can go up and down weights quickly, do things like drop sets and supersets accordingly. If that's something that sounds good to you, and you are the type of person that's not going to spare an expense to get something nice, I think you're going to absolutely love the Nuobell dumbbells. With that being said, I do think that there's a lot of really great adjustable dumbbell options out on the market that are going to come in at a lot more of an affordable price. So if you are someone that is on a budget or you're just getting into building your home gym, you might consider checking out some of the other options on the market and be able to find something at even half the price or less. But that's going to do it for this review of the Nuobell adjustable dumbbells. They have been a perfect addition to my new and growing home gym, which I'm loving to work out in. If you want to see any more videos about my home gym, workout routines, other products that I have here, etc., just leave a like or a comment down below to let me know that you would be interested in seeing that. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that means the world to me and helps incentivize me to produce more content like this. But other than that, thank you so much for watching today. And as always, thank you for keeping it real with Ryan.